Hi folks, Adam here with a tutorial on the version 2.5 of Cancha, which has just got this new feature of exporting 3D PDFs. So I'm going to teach you how to export the 3D scene in Cancha as a PDF file that you can share with people so they can see it in 3D even if they don't have Cancha. First of all, we've got this 3D Bonnie file, 3D scene from Bonnie here, and we've got it loaded up with alteration, the drilling, block model. It's got gold grade and rock types for the metallurgical samples. So we could just go ahead and load up any features we want, but you got to understand that the numerical features, especially for the block model, what we can't do is we can't have these sort of ones that have got like hundreds of colors. Any of these that have got continuous colors aren't going to work because the problem is that it creates too many shapes in 3D. It's got to be a smaller number of shapes. So by having it on categorized, by low, medium, and high, there's only 3 shapes here in the block model, so that will work. If you're doing something with a 3D exporter and it's not working, it could be because you're using too many colors. It's kind of limited on the memory and stuff like that with a PDF view on what you can do. Okay, so good enough. We've got a shell, we got drilling, block model, and met samples. So now we're going to hit this PDF button, which is a button here in the top right hand corner. The rest of the stuff here is for printing out and copying the scene into images. This one here is going to export this is information that's going to go in the title bar of the PDF. So you can put any information, edit that all you want. And here we're going to have it coming here. We're going to save it in Documents, Cancha. It's going to be given a file name of the project name and the different features in it. And out she comes. And so now we've got this Bonnie rock type alteration and gold grade PDF. Now I use Foxit PDF Reader. I know for a fact that this is going to work with either Adobe Acrobat or with Foxit Reader. So guaranteed either of those two will work. I can't tell you about other things, not necessarily 3D compatible. Foxit's fantastic and it's free and very light and doesn't bug you with any messages, so I like it. So as you can see now, it's loaded up. In the first case, it loaded up an image, and then once it started crunching the numbers, and then it came up with a 3D scene replacing the 2D image that was here before. So people who don't have a 3D viewer will still see an image. You can see the legend here, and it's got the title information. This software, Foxit, gives you the model tree on the right, so I can turn off things like, for example, the final pair to the block model, and I can just see this, or I could put the final pit back on. So I can see here where the samples are with respect to the pit. Now it's up to you guys to work out what else you can do. I know that there's all kinds of weird things that you can put into Foxit Reader. You can even have a section. So if I come here, for example, put on the y-axis, I can actually get a section. The problem is it doesn't stay vertical like Cancha does. So you can offset. So you just turn off the index, the plane, and now we can do a section going through the deposit if we wanted to. So it is still pretty cool. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can get away with without having to have Cancha and still get a view. Another thing that you can do is you can click on a met sample and it'll tell you what sample it is, BAS03. So you can see that that's kind of nice. So if you've done a sample selection and you want to convince people that it's a good sample selection, you can export all the sample representativity report from Cancha, but now you can also export the sample view as a 3D viewer, and people can interrogate your sample selection without having to have Cancha to do it in. So, great feature. Let me know what you think.